Ok, gente, então vamos começar a nova lição. Lição 9, pronomes. Pronouns. So, what is a pronoun? What do you mean by this word pronoun?
which is used to represent a noun.
Exatamente, sim. Ok. Pronome é uma palavra que pode substituir o substantivo. Pronoun is a word that can meaningfully substitute the noun. Por exemplo, podemos falar que a professora ensina na aula. Na próxima linha, podemos falar que ela sempre atende, ou ela sempre começa a aula com os cumprimentos. So, in the first sentence, we are saying the teacher teaches in the class. A professora ensina na aula. Mas, na segunda linha, in the second line, não precisamos o substantivo repetida. We don't need the noun to be repeated. And we replace the noun, the word professora, with the word ela. Ela means she. She always begins the class with greetings, cumprimentos. So, ela. Ela is the word that is actually replacing the word professora. So, this particular word is called a pronoun. Em português, se chama pronome. Pronoun. Então, nos pronomes, vamos ler 3 tipos de pronomes. We're going to read 3 types of pronouns. Nessa lição, vamos ler 3 tipos de pronomes. Eles são pronomes pessoais. Primeiro é pronomes pessoais. Significa personal pronouns. Pronome pessoal. Nesse tópico, vamos ler os pronomes que podem substituir as pessoas. The pronouns that can replace people. Those are called personal pronouns. जो pronoun person को replace करता हो, व्यक्ति को replace करता हो, उसे हम personal pronoun कहेंगे. So what are personal pronouns? Like in English, we know of the words I, you, he, she, they. These are all personal pronouns because these words are used to refer to a person. Então, primeiro tópico é pronome pessoal. First topic is personal pronouns. Então, segundo tópico é pronome possessivo. Possessive pronoun. Possessive pronouns talk about possession, belonging, relationship. Por exemplo, se vamos falar que esta é a minha irmã. This is my sister. So the word my represents a relationship or a belonging. So that word is called a possessive pronoun. Se falamos que esta é nossa aula. This is our class. So our class, the word our is a possessive pronoun. It shows our belonging to the class, our relationship with the class. Or this is our class. That means we possess this class. We have this class. That is why we are using a possessive pronoun. So that is the role of a possessive pronoun. That would be our second topic. And then we have demonstrative pronouns. Pronomes demonstrativos. As the word suggests, demonstrativos. So demonstrative pronouns are used to demonstrate objects. For example, when I say this is our class, that means I am referring to this class. And to refer to this class, I am using a word, this. तो ये दिस शब्द से हम ये कंफर्म कर सकते हैं कि मैं इसी क्लास के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ. The class that is going on right now, that is in the in the present. Okay. So that is why I'm saying this class. Probably if I say that class is theirs, तो मतलब मैं किसी और क्लास के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ जो अभी प्रेजेंट में कंटिन्यू नहीं हो रहा है. It can be somewhere far away in the time. That class. For example, if I say this computer is mine, or if I say this computer is placed on the table, that means you can understand from this sentence कि मैं इस कंप्यूटर के बारे में बात कर रही हूँ, मतलब ये कंप्यूटर मेरे पास है, तभी मैं this शब्द का इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ. अगर मैं बोलूं that door is open, that means I am talking about a door that is far from me. That's why I'm using the word that. तो ये जो this, that, ये सारे words हैं, इन्हें हम demonstrative pronouns कहते हैं because they demonstrate an object. They are pointing towards an object. And when we use these pronouns, it becomes very clear what is the position of the object also. So these are used to demonstrate or to show or to point out an object, to point towards this location as well. So these are called demonstrative pronouns. This will be our last subtopic. So we will cover this whole chapter in this whole week. So we'll take time, understand every topic, do exercises, and that is how we will cover this topic, understanding everything and doing exercise and making sure that we are confident in each topic. So pronomes, vamos começar com o primeiro tópico. We'll begin with the first topic, that is pronome possessivo. Desculpa. Vamos começar com pronome pessoal. Personal pronouns. Então, pronomes pessoais são pronomes que podem substituir, that can replace, que pode substituir pessoas, that can replace people, persons. Okay? Então, quais são os pronomes pessoais que temos em inglês? What are the personal pronouns we have in English? Personal pronouns in English.
I, we,
Yes.
He, she.
Exactly. I, we, he, she, they, you. All these are personal pronouns. Ok, vamos ver em português. Primeiro temos pessoa primeiro, first person. First, we need to understand this concept of first person, second person, and third person. I think we talked a little bit about it when we were learning the conjugations for the first time. First person, second person, and third person. If we are having a conversation, then the speaker is the first person. Right now, I am speaking, I am the first person. So whatever comes in the narrative of I, we, these are all called first person narrative. For example, जब आप कोई स्टोरी पढ़ते हो, कभी उसमें ऐसा लिखा होता है कि I was born in this year, I was born in Delhi, I grew up to become this. तो इसे हम कहते हैं फर्स्ट पर्सन नैरेटिव. यानी हमेशा आई में बात हो रही है, यानी स्पीकर अपने ही बारे में बात कर रहा है. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड फर्स्ट पर्सन नैरेटिव. So I, we, these are first person. Then, if in a communication I am speaking to you, the speaker is first person, the listener is second person. So you and you all. You in singular, अगर मैं एक ही person से बात कर रही हूँ तो you. अगर मैं आप सब से बात कर रही हूँ तो you all. तो you singular है, you all plural है. ये दोनों आपके second person है. जिनसे बात करी जा रही है वो सेकेंड पर्सन. तो कोई भी अगर कन्वर्सेशन हो रही है तो जो बात कर रहा है वो स्पीकर, वो फर्स्ट पर्सन है. जिनसे बात करी जा रही है वो सेकेंड पर्सन है. और जिनके बारे में बात करी जा रही है, जो कि कन्वर्सेशन में है ही नहीं, वो थर्ड पर्सन है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू अबाउट राहुल. राहुल इज नॉट प्रेजेंट इन दिस कन्वर्सेशन. आई एम टॉकिंग टू यू अबाउट राहुल. So Rahul is a third person. I am talking to you about them. So them is third person. I am talking to you about Team India. So Team India is third person. So whatever, it can be an object, it can be a person, it can be a team, it can be a group of people, it can be anything which is not present in the conversation. Everything will be categorized as third person. So first person is the speaker himself or herself. Second person is the person who is listening to the speaker. And third person who is not present in the conversation. So before we proceed, is this list of persons clear to all of you? First, second, and third person. Ok, ótimo, gente. Então vamos proceder para os pronomes pessoais em português. What are the personal pronouns in Portuguese? First, we have first person. So in first person, we will have singular and plural. First person singular is I. That is eu. In Portuguese, it is eu. We are already familiar with all of these words. Just that we need to read them in the context of pronouns now. Okay. So first person singular is eu. First person plural is we. हम सब. ये plural हो गया. तो first person plural कहते हैं इसको we. और Portuguese में कहते हैं nós. Remember that this nós comes with an accent. So we'll call it nós, and when we write it, we have to put the accent also. Otherwise, the meaning will change. So eu is first person singular, means I. Nós, first person plural, means we. Then we have another thing, a gente. A gente is a slang in Brazilian Portuguese. Why we are calling it a slang? Because a gente literally means the people. Gente, the word gente or gent means people. But when we say a gente, it should mean the people. A means the and gente means people. So literally it should mean the people. But specifically in Brazilian Portuguese, we also use a gente to talk about we. For example, if I want to say nós falamos português. Por exemplo, nós falamos português. That means we speak Portuguese. But I can replace nós with a gente only in Brazilian Portuguese. A gente fala português. This sentence also means we speak Portuguese. Although you can see that the conjugation is different, the word that we're using, a gente, looks very different. It means the people. But it is a slang used in Brazilian Portuguese to mean we. We speak Portuguese. So a gente is not used in European Portuguese. It will be used, but it will be used in its literal meaning. So if I say a gente in European Portuguese, that will mean the people. But a gente in Brazilian can mean we as well. Okay, so that was our first person, eu and nós, and a gente also in Brazilian Portuguese. Then for the second person, you have to include here, very important, we have to include tu as well. So tu is the informal you. Informal version of you. इसे हम हिंदी में तू या तुम कहते हैं. So that is second person singular, tu. Tu means you, informal. Then we have você. And this word tu, that is informal version of you, it only exists in European Portuguese. Doesn't exist in Brazilian. In Brazilian Portuguese, we do not have the word tu. We will refer to everyone as você. But in European, we do have the word tu as well. So we have a differentiation of formal and informal. We have already been through it. So tu means tum ya tu, which is you, informal. Then we have você, formal you, or you can say the only you in Brazilian Portuguese. And then we have vocês. Vocês means you all. Multiple लोगों को जब हम रेफर कर रहे हैं, जैसे मैं अभी कई लोगों से बात कर रही हूँ, आप सबसे बात कर रही हूँ, तो आप सब मतलब vocês, you all. So that is our second person. We have tu, você, and vocês. We don't have a separate plural for the word tu. Earlier, we used to use the word wash for plural informal you. But nowadays in Portuguese, we do not use that word. So we don't have a direct or literal translation, of the plural of tu. We don't have a separate plural for two. We say vocês only in plural. तो अगर मुझे बोलना हो तुम सब, उसमें भी मैं vocês ही use करूंगी. I don't have a separate word for that. Then in third person, let's focus on these last two rows first. El, ella or elish, elish. El, ella or Eli, ella. Eli means he, ella means she. Elish, elish, both of them mean they. That is our third person. Third person यानी जो conversation में है ही नहीं. He, she or they. Now we have elish and elish for the word they. When will you use elish and when will you use elish? Any idea?
When there is a group of people we are talking about.
Yes. In both cases, elish or elish, we'll use it for a group of people only. But when do you use the masculine plural and when you use the feminine plural?
Masculine, Alish.
Yes. Elish is masculine. What about the other one, elish?
Feminine.
It's feminine, right? Now the question arises, what about a mixed group? Like if I want to refer to this class, we have both men and women in this class. So how do you refer to that class?
Masculine.
Alish.
Alish.
Why so? We have both feminine and masculine in this. So this is a rule, this is a standard rule in Portuguese. Whenever we are using any word that refers to a group of people or group of objects, in that we have both male and female, then we will use the male plural only. Even if we have a mixed population of both male and female, we will actually use the male plural, the masculine plural, or the plural will be considered as a masculine word. Okay. So that is why even if I'm saying they in English, but in this they, for example, I have both men and women in that group of people. So then also I will use the word elish. So that leaves us with a situation, exclusive situation, when the group is purely female. All the members of the group are female. Then only I can use the word elish. Otherwise, I'll always use elish. That is, if we have a group of men, then we'll say elish. If we have a mixed group, then also we say elish. Unless we have a purely female group, then only we can use the word elish. So this is very important for you to remember, especially in the case of the plural one. Eli, ella is very simple. The singular ones is very simple. For he, we use el, and for she, we use ella. But in the plural one, you have to remember, elish is the masculine plural, elish is the feminine plural, but for a mixed group of people also, we will use the masculine plural, elish. So then let's come to the rows above this. We can see o senhor, a senhora. So this is nothing but sir and ma'am. O senhor, a senhora, sir and ma'am. And o senhorish, a senhorish. That is ladies and gentlemen, because I mean, just like we start a speech by saying ladies and gentlemen. So when we are referring to people with more respect, we tend to say o senhor, a senhora. Por exemplo, se falamos que a presidente da Índia visita todos os estados este ano. The President of India visits all the states this year. So if I want to remove this one, a presidente da India, then I should use the pronoun ella, right? She visits all the states this year. But since she is a very respectable person, she is the President of India. So since she is the President, we'll not use a common pronoun like ella. We'll say a senhora. A senhora visita. Like this, if I say, if I talk about a celebrity, for example, if I say Aishwarya Rai, é muito famosa. very famous. Then instead of saying, I can say ela é muito famosa, but instead of that, I would rather say a senhora é muito famosa. So when we want to respectfully refer to someone, then we use the word as o senhor or a senhora. In normal situations also we can use this. For example, if I say o pai do meu amigo está doente, the father of my friend is sick. So instead of saying ele está doente, we will say o senhor está doente, because we want to refer to this person with respect. So we are saying o senhor está doente. So whenever, in whatever situation, it doesn't have to be a famous person or a celebrity or something. In whatever situation we want to refer to someone with respect, instead of using simply ele, ela, we will use o senhor or a senhora or the plural ones. So let us quickly revise the first person, second person, and third person. First of all, when we speak of these three persons, we need to understand that in a conversation, the speaker is first person, the listener is second person, and the person who is not present in the conversation, that is third person. So in first person, we have eu and nós. Then we have a gente as well, which is exclusively used in Brazilian Portuguese. Its literal meaning is something else, but we use it to say we as well. Then coming to second person, we have tu, which is you informal, only used in European Portuguese. Will not use it in Brazilian. It is you informal, that is tun ya tu. Then we have você and vocês. Você for singular, vocês for plural. So você is considered you formal in European Portuguese, that is आप. हिंदी में हम जिसे आप कहते हैं. But in Brazilian, we only have one você. We don't have two. So você is used for anyone. Even if you're referring to a child, if you're referring to a family member, to someone senior to you, junior to you, you always use você. We don't have any other word. And the plural for both tu and você is vocês. That is आप सब. या फिर तुम सब के लिए भी हम vocês ही use करेंगे. Then third person, we have ele, ela, and the plural is eles, elas. We will use the masculine plural in case we are referring to a mixed group of people. Apart from that, if we want to refer to someone with respect, then we'll use o senhor, a senhora, or os senhores and as senhoras in plural. Is this clear to everyone? Okay. Let us look at some sentences and try to replace the nouns with the pronouns. Yes, Rajiv?
मैम टू वर्ड ब्राजील में यूज नहीं होगा, ब्राजीलियन एक्सेंट में यूज नहीं होगा?
नहीं, ब्राजीलियन पोर्चुगीज में तू है ही नहीं, सिर्फ यूरोपियन में यूज है.
ओके.
जैसे इंग्लिश में सिर्फ यू होता है, हिंदी में हमारे पास तीन शब्द है, तू, तुम, आप. तो हमें डिसाइड करना है किससे हम आप कहना चाहते हैं, किससे हम तू कहना चाहते हैं. पर इंग्लिश में ऐसा नहीं होता. इंग्लिश में हम सबको सार्वजनिक, हम सबको यू कहते हैं. तो इसी तरह ब्राजीलियन पोर्चुगीज में हम सबको वोसे कहते हैं. पर यूरोपियन में हमें डिसाइड करना है कहाँ पे इनफॉर्मल है, कहाँ पे फॉर्मल है. इनफॉर्मल में हम तू कहेंगे और फॉर्मल में वोसे कहेंगे. Okay, let's replace some sentences. Let's say, if I say Sarthak jogger football, and in this sentence I want to replace Sarthak. So what will be my sentence? Which pronoun I will use here?
L.
L.
Ella.
No, not Ella, it's L.
Ellie.
L.
Yes, L. L jogger football. Okay, if I say Bushra e o Ashish aprendem português. Bushra and Ashish learn Portuguese. We have seen this verb aprender. I have conjugated it according to Bushra and Ashish. So which pronoun will I use if I want to replace both the nouns here, both the names? Then I'll use
Alish.
Alish. Can I
Alish.
use Elish in this?
No.
Can I use the word Elish? Why?
According to the rule, we can only use Alish.
Yes. So according to the rule, even if we have a mixed population, even if we have a female in it, then also we'll use eles. Eles aprendem português. Okay. If I say eu e a minha amiga visitam Portugal. I and my friend visit Portugal. And I want to replace this whole thing. I and my friend. So what will be the pronoun I use?
Nós.
Nós. Yes. Here it should not be visitão, it should be visitamos. So it will become nós visitamos Portugal. Okay. If I say eu e você vamos divertir. Divertir is to enjoy. I and you are going to enjoy. Vamos divertir. So, how will I replace eu e você? I want to replace this whole thing. Eu e você.
Nós. Ou a gente.
Again, yes. Okay. Nós vamos divertir. Okay. If I say você e Rajiv vão à escola. So you and Rajiv go to the school. How will I replace you and Rajiv? Você e Rajiv.
Vocês.
Vocês. Perfect.
Vocês.
Vocês vão à escola. Okay. If I say tu e você atendem a festa. How will I replace tu e você?
Você?
Yes, it will be vocês. Okay? Vocês atendem a festa. So this is the way we replace the nouns, or sometimes we replace two pronouns and make it into one pronoun. Yes, Bushra?
Can we use eu e você in place of nós, a gente?
No. We cannot use it in place of nós. See, nós means we. So in any sentence like I and you, I and us, I and Bushra, I and them. So everything becomes nós actually. Everything at the end of the day, it becomes we. Right? I के साथ मैं कुछ भी ऐड कर दूं, मेरे साथ कोई और भी आ जाए, तो वो हम सब हो जाएगा ना, we बन जाएगा. So that is the meaning of it. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि नॉश को हम रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं eu ई वोसे के साथ. eu ई वोसे को हम रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं नॉश लिख के, बट इसका उल्टा नहीं हो सकता.
Okay.
Any other questions, anyone? Okay, so just like we did in the class, similarly, I will send you an exercise where we will have some nouns like this in the sentence, and you have to replace those nouns with a pronoun. Okay? You have to find out which pronoun will be perfect for that sentence, and you will replace the noun with the pronoun. So I will keep it till here today. I will wind up the class. That's it for today. Muito obrigada, gente. Tchau, tchau. E boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite. Tchau. Muito obrigado.
Boa noite.